Hey there, folks. Just want to come to you and share some ideas. There's this idea in the Tao Te Ching that non-movement is the source of all movement. And while that sounds obscure as all hell, the way I take that is, if we think of the movie The Secret or think of the idea of the law of attraction, well, the law of attraction would work on magnetic properties. So a magnet doesn't move to go attract the other magnet. It just simply attracts the other magnet. In the same way that a magnet doesn't move to get away from a magnet of the same polarity, it's simply repelled by it. So it doesn't move. It allows itself to be moved. It allows itself to go with the flow. And then I was geeking out on some quantum physics and the vacuum in space and the magnetic properties of that. And it propagates itself much faster than, the speed of light. So this is, a subset, something that can, I guess, break, maybe the superset, something that can break the laws of the speed of light as we know it, right? So it can propagate far faster than that. And I got to thinking, well, we've created these rocket engines that we bounce these electromagnetic waves out of, and it creates a propulsion mechanism out shooting fire out the back. And I wonder if that's along the right lines, finding a way to get the positive to the negative polarity of the quantum, right? That field, that vacuum of space. One would think you'd be able to just propel yourself. And, this is kind of a weird idea, but a lot of cultures think that, and even attest to, advanced beings coming down from space. So I would imagine if there were such a thing as space travel, and if we have had space travelers, they probably had some form of travel in that way, that you just use the magnetic properties that are there, tap into the polar opposite, and the same, and use that to repel you wherever you're going and propel you. And that way you don't have to waste resources like, fuel, which is the heaviest part of getting out of orbit anyway. But if they were advanced beings, well, they would know that, and they would use that property, and it makes the most sense because nature always, nature's built off math, and math likes to find the smallest common denominator. And if the smallest common denominator, the smallest amount of energy output for the maximum amount of input, would likely be riding that magnetic field. And I get this is kind of an esoteric idea, but I found it interesting in my head. I hope I'm not the only one. If you liked it, hey, comment on this. Let me know. Give me a thumb up. Give me a subscribe, and share some thoughts. Right? Are these things that you find valuable? Trying to apply a Taoistic chapter or Taoistic principle to modern ideas, and how ancient wisdom might be seen as new age. But I mean, how often have we heard that what is old is new again? Right. So I'm Joshua Cameron. I am a remote healer with Toward Goodness, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day.